Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's September 20th, 2023, and I thought I'd give you an update on some of the progress that I made over here on the new property. So, the pond, the large beaver pond is down the property that way there. Last week I broke a roadway. We'll walk over there real quick. Brock created a new small roadway going over to where the pasture is. And that's the roadway over there. I did have a large hugelkultur pit, and I had a large pile of tree trunks and root balls here that I had cut off the root balls and limbs and buried those in a hugelkultur pit up here, and moved the logs that I trimmed over into this pile here. I've got a couple more here, and so I had filled that in, and then I used up the rest of the soil around there. But since then I've been working on extending the property line here. So you used to not be able to see the neighbor's place, and now you can see the neighbors. And we'll come over here. So all this has been cleared out for all the trees and the brush, and well, that's what it looked like right there. And so the property line's right here. The neighbor had put these large 4-inch pipes in the ground over, I think, T-posts there, which has worked out really well. And I had come up to about 150 feet or 200 feet from here and planted the swamp white oaks up to that point. And my goal was being able to get more of the plants planted along the property line and to extend and see where the property line is here. So all these trees were in thick forested area, and so this last week, as time permitted, I came up here and cleaned as much as I could. You'd see the neighbor had been mowing some of the area here, but you might be able to see some flags going right up to the road. So that's a major accomplishment. So now we know where the property line is, and we can start planting trees and bushes up in here. But I've got, this is still a little bit too thick. We got a couple of dead ash, one invasive species that I've got to get out. One of the big problems over here is we have lots of moisture. So deep soil and lots of deep wet topsoil, which has really been a real hassle for me. And so some of the material that came out of the hugelkultur pit, I filled in some of the root ball holes here. But you may be able to appreciate just how ruddy this is. Now, yesterday was real windy, and the closer we get to the road, the wetter the area is as well. So I'm going to use the pole saw, do some pruning of these trees. I tried smoothing this out yesterday, but we need a few days of really hot, dry days, which we won't get hot, dry days. And then up there, there's standing water still up in that area. So we made some good progress. I've got to decide which of these trees to take out. That maple, even though it's a maple and I'd like to keep it, and it's surrounded by ash trees there, that's in pretty rough shape. There were lots of grapevines in it, so that's bent over. And with our high winds here, it probably won't do very well. I have created some more brush piles over here, but this area is extremely wet ground, really deep topsoil and wet ground. So I have to decide where I'm going to put the next hugelkultur pit up here. And we got all, just like in the property there, this is all dead ash trees from the emerald ash boring insect all along the road there that I want to get all the dead trees out before they go across the road and take down the neighbor's power lines. So we'll see. And time is a big crunch. The leaves are turning, and lots of leaves. We lost lots of leaves in the forest yesterday. So that's where we're at. So that's an update on the progress over here. We're real happy that we can actually see the property line. Yesterday I worked till pretty late trying to get this cleared out some. Now I got to thin out the area, see which trees we want to save, and see if I can make contact with the family that own the property next door, elderly. You know, wait for like the weekends when their kids are around and or in their 60s and all, so we can touch base with them to see how they feel about the property line with us planting trees on the property line, or if we'll move them back on our side of the property line. So that's it for this video. Just wanted to give you a quick update on the progress we've been making over here. Kind of a challenge, and I'm feeling the pinch for getting things done in the fall. So if you have any comments or questions, leave them below, and give us a thumbs up if you think this video is of value. And by all means, folks, take good care of yourself, stay safe, and enjoy the beautiful fall about to come. Bye-bye now.